This is the WDS Originals YouTube channel, and this is my Transporter T6, and today is episode 2 of the van build. So we are going to be changing the aesthetical look of this van quite dramatically in today's episode. Now, of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and of course, if you want to see more content from the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, as it massively helps me out and of course pushes my channel further forward. So without further ado, let's get into today's build. Probably the most daunting job of all, which is going to be cutting the windows into this van. Now, I am actually only going to be cutting the left hand side window. The right hand window I will simply just be bonding on the outside, and I will not actually cut into the van. The reason for that is that if anybody then wants to put it back to a panel van, they can just by simply replacing the sliding door. Now, before you go cutting anything, make sure you've got all the necessary equipment. I have purchased my windows from a company called Van Style, and I also purchased their bonding kit. So with the bonding kit, you have a little primer, little glass cleaner, and also the adhesive. It takes an hour to dry, so obviously be prepared to not be able to use the van for an hour or so. You can see I have also got my suction cups to hold the glass. To initially cut the van as well, then I am going to be using a circular sort of punch in my drill, and I am also going to be using an angle grinder with a straight edge, and obviously the pen to mark out where I'm going to be. So that is the tools that you're going to require, and obviously do take your time and make sure you do this properly, as you only get one chance at it. Now, what we're going to start by doing is initially punching the pilot hole of all 4 corners. So using the circle contour, what we're going to do is follow the inside of the van and then simply punch the initial hole, and then go to the outside of the van and then actually cut from the outside inwards. The reason we're starting on the inside is because obviously on the outside you can't see where the contour of the inside skin is. So if you initially line it up, punch the pilot hole, you can follow the contour nicely from the inside, then go to the outside and actually cut the entire circle piece of metal out of the outside skin. Once you've then done that, you can then obviously follow the straight line with an angle grinder along, up and across. So that is exactly what we're going to do. There may be different ways and different techniques, but that is how I personally feel comfortable and what I'm going to do with my van. It is entirely up to you how you go about doing your own, but that is my personal preference. So out the window, what we're going to do is just take off some of the rough edges with a sanding disc. So just get rid of any burrs, any sharp bits of metal with the sanding disc. What you can see is a totally clean, smooth surface, so we've not got any sharp splinters, edges or anything that's going to hurt anyone. So now we can go ahead and apply some primer. Also, any rubber stripping that you may want to apply, it's a good time to apply now, and then put the window over the top. So that is what we're going to do next. Now that the windows are bonding themselves to the van, we are going to make use of the time and fit our spoiler. This spoiler also came from Vanstyle. Majority of my external components on this van have come from that company. I am not sponsored by them in any way, shape or form. However, I would definitely recommend their products, and I will put a link in the description to their website for you guys to check out. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I look forward to seeing you in episode 3, where we're going to be doing the interior of this van. Of course, please don't forget to subscribe for more content, as it massively helps me and the channel progress. And of course, we'll be able to see more projects like this in the future.